Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for stopping in today for Message from Spirit. As you know, I'm Medium Jaylene, and I'm super excited to be here today to give you a special message from someone that's missing you from beyond. Now, to let you know, messages from the other side can affect more than one person. I've received emails from numerous people saying, this is similar to my situation, or this is similar to my situation. But just take that as a sign from the other side, because I'm going to tell you, they do work together to try to get messages out as much as they possibly can, because they do want you to know that they're doing great and that they're having a wonderful time. So just to let you know that, if something's similar or, you're not too sure, just be open-minded to it, and perhaps this is a message for you as well. I wanted to thank you so much also for sharing all of these messages, because without you, this wouldn't be possible. But I want to thank you for your continued support in sharing everything, and thanks for all your comments, your love, all the emails that you send me. They certainly don't go unrecognized. And if I don't respond to them right away, it's just because I've been so overwhelmed with requests for readings. Now, to let you know, what I have here today is a wonderful female, a little bit heavier set. I would say maybe 5'3" to 5'5". I don't think she was any shorter. I don't think she's any taller. The way she presents herself to me, she is absolutely gorgeous, dark hair. It's wavy, or I don't think it's permed, but it looks kind of thick, a lot thicker than mine. And, it's just much wavier. I would think it's shoulder length, but, maybe bigger hair, or curlier hair. I can't tell the color of her eyes. She hasn't come close enough to me, but she just makes me feel that she had a very happy life until she had children. And it's not to say that she didn't love her children. She makes me feel she gained an awful lot of weight through her pregnancies and had difficulties afterwards with reducing her weight. I don't know if she would have gone for some kind of bowel surgery or even a gastric type of surgery, but she makes me feel when the youngest one was about maybe 6 or 7 years old, she went for this surgery. So I think she has 2 children. I would think the youngest one is a boy, but I'm not 100% sure. The oldest one is not, it's not older than 14. They just tell me early teens, so I would just sense around the 2 children. Now, she makes me feel that she went for this surgery to correct her weight. That's how I feel, but I could be off. It could be, maybe a bowel obstruction of some kind, or something wrong. But she does make me feel that she went for the surgery and things seem to be okay. When she come home, she starts telling me that she got very ill. I think it was the second or the third day, or the second or the third week after coming home from the hospital. She becomes very ill. She makes me feel that she was sick to her stomach, and I hate to say it like that. And I almost feel feverish about her, or just like a lot of sweating, and very warm, but a lot of nauseousness. And she shows me going to the washroom quite often to be sick. And I don't like to talk about that, but it's what she gives me in terms of details. Now, she's thinking that there's something really wrong at this point, and I get the sense that she asked someone to call an ambulance, or someone saw how severe this was and called an ambulance. She does make me feel she went to the hospital by ambulance. She's not passed at this point. When she gets to the hospital, they talk of either infection or bleeding, that kind of thing. I don't know if she was septic. It's just around the way she makes me feel. She kind of suffered this out a little bit and wasn't feeling well, so they sedated her. She tells me she doesn't remember very much after that. So I get the sense that she would have died, possibly within about 48 hours from arriving, to the hospital. But now, around this, there's a great sense of guilt, not on the spirit side of things, but I think with the spouse, or with even people that surrounded this beautiful woman, because I have to say that I felt pressure to lose weight, or I felt like I had to meet up to everybody's, standards. And so I think that someone feels guilty for suggesting surgery, or for suggesting, that she try to better her appearance. And I have to say to let that go, because she's not upset at all. She knows how much you loved her to tell her to lose this weight, or to make herself better. And so she recognizes that in her passing. So if you're hanging on to this kind of guilt, telling someone before passing away that they should lose weight, or they should do something of that nature, please don't hang on to that guilt, because they're extremely happy They want you to know that you really did care about them and you did really, you cared enough to mention the health aspect of it, and you were very sensitive about it. So I do believe that you did the right thing. Now, this woman here talks about December very clearly because she shows me Christmas trees. So Christmas trees for me could be a million different things. It could be the number 12. And if I were to dissect the number 12, it's January 2nd or 20th. Or it could be October 2nd or 20th. Or if I flip it around, it'd be February 1st or February 10th. But I honestly believe it's December. And if I didn't know any better, I'd think December 12th. Or 2012, could be something like that. But there's a strong December connection to this lady. She also talks about birthdays, and they make me feel there's a birthday in June, one in July, or there's a birthday in July and one in August, but it's summer months. And she gives me number 13, so I don't know if someone's going to be 13 in these months, or if it's July 13th, June 13th, August 13th, but there's two back-to-back birthdays or celebrations, and they make me feel they're around the same day or around the same time. So let's say if it was June 13th, well, it could be July 14th or something, but there's something to do with like not that far apart. And she comes around these two that celebrate these birthdays in the summertime. These two people are very important to her. She also makes me feel she comes around the dog, but I don't think the dog's a family dog. I think the dog belongs to a parent. Because this woman here, I wouldn't say is much more than 42 or 43 years old, the one that's passed. But she does make me feel she comes around this dog that she really, really loved or really enjoyed. The dog is a mid-sized dog. It's got floppy ears. It doesn't have pointed ears, but I would say the dog weighs between 35 to 45 pounds and is a little bit darker in color. Honestly, I can't really tell, but it's not a dog that's in spirit. It's a dog that's still here. Now, this woman also mentions 1989 or 1999 as being important. If I'm looking at dates, it could be August 9th or September 9th, but I don't think that's what it is. I think they're the years that she talks about that she had really good memories around, or something special happened during those years or in between those years, but I would think it's 1989 or 1999. She makes me feel really good. Now, this woman here, before her surgery, or before she was, considered her gastric or bowel surgery of some kind, made me feel that she had quite a shoe fetish, but that she couldn't fit into them anymore because she had swollen, or her feet were swollen, that kind of thing. So she makes me feel that she mentioned to a girlfriend of hers that she was going to buy the biggest load of shoes once she lost weight or once the swelling went down in her feet. And she was super excited about, the possibility of wearing beautiful high heels. So this is quite a lady, and this is someone that's quite feminine and likes the high heels and likes the purses and, likes to coordinate, or very funky, like the jewelry, that kind of thing, but just felt bad a little bit about her weight problem. Absolutely beautiful woman. If this lady is part of your circle or your energy or your friendships, whatever, make sure, please, to send out this message to everyone, because she's really adamant about, especially letting the kids know that she's okay. I believe that one of the children would have witnessed her being sick, and I kind of, get the sense that that child hangs on to what they experienced while mom was in the bathroom getting sick, so to kind of let that go. Okay, mom's doing great. She's slim, she looks fantastic, and she always comes around family celebrations. She does make me feel that there's been a celebration just recently of a child being born in the family. And she does make me feel that someone's trying to have a child again in that same family. So I get the sense that there's brother or sister here competing to see how many kids they can have. They're just having fun, but they just make me feel there's another pregnancy coming very, very shortly. So I'm kind of excited about that. Just to let you know also, I see an oil spill or something to do with oil on the ground, or it could be like those oil bottles with the scented sticks in it, just to watch for like spills of oil, vegetable oil, or it could be, those scented oils, because they make me feel it ruins furniture, or it ruins something. So just watch for oil spills, and that's connected to this lady's family. I hope you understand all of these, these messages and all of the details that I've given here today. She's extremely happy. She's playing with my ears. She's extremely happy. I hope you're all having a beautiful day, and please continue to pass along these messages. It makes me just so happy and so honored to be reading for you, and I'm going to continue to try to do them every week or two. Thanks again. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye bye.